Last night I saw a shadow on the wall, but did not know the figure there. A fierce hand reached out. It settled in my bed. I wished it were not mine. You enter and are born, matter meant to be transformed. Be still, fly, die. The will to move is separate, assumes edges, cannot decide. This is bondage, a costume followed by desire. Nature perpetuates delusion, then returns. She relives and she relieves illusion. It didn't go down like some species flaring onto the scene, or that governmental decree that left the wetlands furrowed. If I'm an anomaly, then we're really in a glitch. We'll drop into the racket of slums with endless bandwidth. I haven't been using titles, not to tell you that. The ventures and potential perils of industry suggest a going out into, a boldness and resolution that lovers demand in more than one economy. For choosing among so many choices, not to endeavor, perhaps to not even discover, a realm that expects no assistance from a living other is blasphemous within a religion of sacred individuals. That one must love to work for revelation drives desire. Another billboard for imminence. That was a prose poem, and this one is as well. Symmetry operations, glide planes, and screw axes might occur in an extended object of repeated patterns. These are the room's translations, so I keep moving. One spot elongates, another squats, but they belong to a system or a relation of systems. Colors and luster are all that can be seen of the parts holding together. The walls appear to grow fast in all directions, wearing the habit of plates, but only fracturing could tell. If inside are blades and needles, the arrangement's order deceives. Either there's more than one basis and a whole network of lattices, or I'm looking at glass. Depraved heart of the first degree, murder will you out, for such disregard like a key opens the door of doubt. Forethought or not, in medias res, don't get caught, the justice says. What heir and likeness to you, killing so with little rue? But what cannot be seen is neither dream nor true. Call the witnesses, too, and if not them, the city. Mop the blood, make it pretty. All right, so I think it's a good breaking point for some of the memorized work. So we'll see if this assignment works for me, since I've never shared these outside of my own apartment for the most part. Darkness has clearness, every rightness a wrongness, a river a roughness, better than stillness, each kindness a meanness. Seeming burgeons order, where serried world sings twice, and never twice the same. Coruscated lines were faded first, but foundered, died. Ooh. Signs rejoined and disinterred what craven words belied. The past is past, world impugn's illusion, where protean sleep falls last, to speak an almost meaning. I'm a vessel of smoke, time's on the floor, my water wings gone. Billow, billow, lungs, I say, but I can't breathe. These bloodless tongues, so raw and wrong. No way is wordless, no way is worldless. His cage is light, and what he sees, he knows. In her, he whispers. In her becomes the listener. Illimitable listen, so wants expression that it haunts a muse, hungry for expression. Her small distresses, and each confession not refused, bring the sum to bear. His waiting there is real, but ceases knowing when moved to feel. For all unknowing cannot conceal the fault of future dreams. That boy from man differs in disbelief of present seen, and cannot stand his own becoming. Begun on former runs to flee the wanting wounds of waiting, rivers run and trees abide, as human finds a haunting face of blindness, feigned as fickleness or kindness, but not one will hide, not one consume, when or if prediction stirs and predilection words, the words of repetition rant, and gripping claims it can't, and mapping molds its way to being, where speaking is receiving. Some reprieve is heard, though deep the wings of expectation grow, and winding tides behind the view splay again to no defeat. Light the thought, tap the mark, forgot the sound, streaming down. Light to thought was breaking back, the thought let go. Who could know what the dead forgot? Part 3. To a few newer poems. If there's no hold, even the illusion must fall back. No one sure who organized their dreams, but they're local, and what revolves at will is unknowing. It falls from sleep and back into it. His story is a surface. It gathers fog or clouds. Old escapades lay out each altar of ash. A hand on his hip, sliding down cotton and bone. Inside, oaths no one hears. He dangles on a rope between earth sea. The oaks wait for a wolf form, known by his mistresses to spill into the new. Before you sleep, you see the reversal. It shifts you, but then you sleep, and sleep forgets you. The walls grow quiet. They remember how to pour everything into that nothing, how to choose. Space becomes a form of movement that resists, but love is the form of space that does not resist. It gets caught on the right path. It goes in where nothing can stay. There is no discussion of the made-up world. It's more of what it is. Inside, there's a screen with half the world mad for loving.